This video, we're going to be checking out another box from the folks over at Comic Block. This is Comic Block, I believe, for June. The reason why I say I believe it is for June is because Nerd Block and their, of course, all the boxes that they are producing, I think they're redesigning or they're kind of restructuring the way that their boxes are going to be. So there was that little bit of gap, unfortunately, between the last box that we looked at and the box that we're looking at right now. That being said, though, if you want one of the premier boxes coming to your house every single month that features comics and comic-themed items, Comic Block is for you. The hashtag on the front there is Comic Block if you are interested. Following them on social media. There's the box once again. Let's get this opened up. It may very well be July, but I think it's actually June. Let's go ahead and open up the box and find out what's inside. Good way to start always is a t-shirt. That's my slogan, slang, term, credo. That's my credo. Always start with a t-shirt. This particular t-shirt's right up my alley. Move that out of the way. We've got ourselves a Batman t-shirt. You can see the Batman armor is ripped, well, the shirt is ripped, and then underneath it is the Batman armor. That looks pretty schwanky indeed. Yes, always start with a t-shirt. That's my credo. And I guess that's logically correct too. If you're going out somewhere, workforce, grocery store, generally put on a t-shirt. Maybe that's a good starting point. Put a t-shirt on. Don't be going out there shirtless. I've seen many people shirtless. And I'm not talking ladies, I'm talking gentlemen. I've seen many shirtless men walking, thinking it's socially acceptable, and you look like a Sasquatch, my friend. You look like an oozing, well, I digress. Always wear t-shirts though. Moving along, that's my credo. Moving along, we have the Justice League Metal Earth's Legends. Apparently no assembly is required, as you just pop the little pieces out, put it together, and you've got yourself a very cube-looking Wonder Woman. Who makes this? This comes to us from Fascinations. I'm fascinated by this. I would be even more fascinated if I had gotten the Superman or the Batman. The Wonder Woman's good, but look how cool Batman and Superman is, or are. Contains one metal sheet and illustrated instructions and backdrop signage. There's also Cyborg there and the Joker. Let's not forget the Joker. I'm interested to try this. I'm gonna put that together and see how that turns out. Can't talk today. I'm tongue-tied. I'm even tongue-tied saying tongue-tied. This feels really thick. It's the Super Edition, Limited Edition Super Special 3-issue collection. It's presented by Comic Block, so I'm guessing that is a Comic Block exclusive cover. It comes to us from Unlikely Heroes. I guess that is the title or the comic company. But look how thick that comic is. Let's slide this out. Now I'm curious. I've been discussing it this whole time. Let's actually look at the artwork inside. Actually, the artwork's pretty good. She kind of looks a little like Booster Gold, I find. Oh, must be, maybe there's a 2 issues inside. For now begins Zebedo Vinta of Baron Blizzard. Outstanding. I'm going to have to give that a read. You know what? I was mentioning this in a previous video. I can't remember what video it was. I mentioned in the previous video that story is good, but if you have poor artwork in a comic, that just... no dice. That's what I say. No dice. I've got dice for this. The artwork is good enough that I would want to go back and now read this issue. It's enticed me. It's lured me in. Next we have Phantoma. I think that's an H. Phantoma. I think that's Phantoma. It could be Phantom... oh, maybe it's Phantoman. Does that not kind of look like an H to you? I mean, well, there's an N. Maybe it is Phantoma. Phantoma. Comes to us from Chapter House. This is Season 1, Issue 1. Now, here, taking nothing away from Phantoma, taking nothing away from it, this is a good example. I find the artwork is passable, but I don't know if I would say it's enough that I would want to go in and read this issue. I mean, it looks like it's more action than it is dialogue and story. I don't know, not feeling it as much, I have to admit. Like this artwork here, it's okay. It's passable, but it's just okay. What else do we have inside? We have Captain Canuck, another Chapter House. Must be a Canadian company. Oh, it does down, so it's celebrating Canada 150, so I'm assuming it's Canada. Captain Canuck. For some Americans, they're like, Captain who? Isn't he like Captain America? Yeah, he pretty much is Captain America, but with, of course, Canada. Now, I grew up with Captain Canuck. I think many kids in public school, it seemed to be like just a requirement that public schools periodically would promote Captain Canuck. Periodically, just out of nowhere, we would get like activity things, little small comics of Captain Canuck. Canadian pride, after all, guys. I am Canadian, after all. Somebody's like, what, you're Canadian? I thought you were Italian. No, I mean, that's a background. That's my ethnicity, I suppose. Not Italian. I guess that's my background. I'm not Italian, though. I'm going off on this tangent. I'm talking about Italian. I'm not really even Italian. I'm actually Welsh. Some Irish in there as well. And, of course, Canadian. There you go. This is Jack Campbell, The Lost Fleet. Let's see. It says of something. Lost Fleet. I don't know. I mean, there's some guy's big head is in the way. I can't quite make out what it says. It's presented by Nerdblock, so once again, we've got Nerdblock exclusive covers for these. And while we have looked at the artwork on the interior of all the other ones, let's look at the artwork here as well. Now here is a good example. This is good artwork. I'm looking at this, I'm like, wow, I'm engaged. My engaging meter is like set to level, I would say out of 10, probably set to about a level 6, 7 maybe. I'm now interested. These guys look like pretenders, Transformers pretenders. But you see, that's enough. I'm now drawn in. I'm looking at this. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll read this. Phantoma, not so much. Not so much. And let's see what else we have in here. We have one more comic. This is Danger Room Protocols sketchbook presented by Nerdblock. And of course, we'll look at the interior of this as well. We've done it with every other as well. Why not? So let's see what we have. Well, it's a sketchbook. We've got different illustrations. I'm not really sure what it's based from. It's obviously X-Men, I know that. Let's flip through this. Storm. Oh, Storm looks good there. And Iceman, Colossus, Psylocke. Oh, looking good on Psylocke there. Now, if this was thicker, meatier, there's some villains. Ooh. Mr. Sinister. Now, this is good. I'm thinking to myself right now, engaged. If this was, say, this thick, that's ridiculous. There's no place you could put that. You could put that on a coffee table, but if it was glass, it was shattered glass. It would be so heavy and thick. But if the book was a good substantial thickness, and it was just artwork of X-Men, like the drawings and stuff like that, engaged. I would be engaged in reading more about this. I mean, for its light read, I'm like looking at this. Phoenix, like look at that. That's really good. Liking the artwork, I'm engaged. That's, I suppose, if anything, the takeaway for all of this in this video would be the hashtag engaged. I'm not one that gets on board hashtags, but I would say hashtag engaged in this video. We're not talking about Star Trek. Somebody's like, engaged, what? I'm more a Kirk guy myself than Picard. It's like, no, we're... gauged is the word that we're looking at. I'm engaged with some of these comics. This one being pretty cool. I think my favorite, though, flip, 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 is this one right here, Super. See, I'm engaged. I'm more inclined to go back and read that over, let's say, that's my sound effect of flipping through the pages. That's my contrast to Phantoma. Not feeling you, Phantoma. If that is an H. I'm assuming, yes, it is an H. Got some comics. Got t-shirts. Hashtag got engaged. Also looking at the Metal Earth's Legends Wonder Woman. If you guys are interested in subscribing to the block, I'll put the link down below. Now again, I think this is the June box. There's a little bit of a delay because Nerd Block's kind of restructuring, and okay, we might be coming up with some new boxes. I don't know. I don't know what's in the pipeline for them. But nonetheless, it was a little bit of a slower period of time before, well, a bigger gap between like the last comic block we did and this one right here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Somebody's been biting at their fingernails. Ooh, that's so gross. Especially when you watch somebody doing that. Somebody's biting their fingernails thinking, I hope he's going to do another comic block and some of the other blocks soon. I did. It's right here. I hope you were hashtag what? Engaged. Yes, engaged. As always, guys, thanks for watching as you always do. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that little subscribe button down below. You're good to go. And something I actually should probably start mentioning in some of these videos. I know when I post videos, not all of you know that the videos are being posted. I know sometimes people are like, whoa, I didn't realize this video was on here or something like that. There is right, well, it's not over there. It's like right here. There's like a, where it says subscribe, or if you have already subscribed, thank you. Thank you for coming on board. But there's like a little bell. This is going to be something that's going to be consistently spoken now of on the channel. It's like a little bell. That's a notification. You want to click that, and it's kind of like right there. Hit that little bell, click that, and there's a notification that says I will be notified when new emails or when new videos go up, something along those lines. Check that. Now you won't miss future videos coming onto this channel. If you guys are also fans of Comic Block, got myself a playlist so you can check that out. You watch your older videos at your viewing pleasure. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.